For number 7, it says use the unit circle to fill in the following. Use your unit circle, people. If you're not using your unit circle, if you didn't bring yours, you kind of set yourself up for failure. So remember, when we're talking about cosine and sine, our cosine is our x value on our coordinate plane. So we've got our cosine of our angle, and the y coordinate is the sine of your angle. So for many of these, we just kind of need to list them off. So the cosine of 330 degrees is the square root of 3 over 2. Cosine of 30 degrees is also the square root of 3 over 2. Oops, double typed. Cosine of 30 degrees, hey, same thing. Sine of 210, our y value is negative 1/2. The cosine of 135, sorry, let me zoom out. I realized I was too far zoomed in. The cosine of 135 would put us at negative square root of 2 over 2. I'm going to skip the tangent of 90 for a second. I'll get back to that in a minute. So let's see. Sine of 300 is negative root 3 over 2. Tangent of 240, again, skipping tangent for now. I'll get back to you in a second. Cosine of 225 is negative root 2 over 2. And cosine of negative 60, that's where you're in your circle and you're going down 60 degrees, which really puts us at 300 degrees. So at 300 degrees, we have a cosine of 1/2. Now, for tangents, one thing you need to remember is tan of some angle is equal to your y value divided by your x value. Now, at 90 degrees, our y value, I'll zoom out just a slight, our y value is 1, and our x value is 0. Now, if you remember, you can't divide by 0. If you plug it into a calculator, it might start to smoke, and smoking calculators are bad things. So, what do we call this? Well, this doesn't have any answer to it, so we just say it's undefined. Undefined. There is no one answer we can give to it. Now, for tangent of 240, that one actually does work out. So at 240, we're going to take our y value, which is negative square root of 3 over 2, divided by our x value of negative 1/2. Now, dividing by fractions can be a little tricky unless we take the second fraction that we're multiplying or dividing by and multiply by its reciprocal. So we end up with negative square root of 3 over 2 times negative 2 over 1. The 2's cancel off. The negatives, well, negative times a negative gives you positive, so that just ends up with square root of 3 over 1, or just more simply put, the square root of 3. So tangents take a little more work. They're not as in your face, or they're not in your face, but they're not found directly on the unit circle, but we can find them using the unit circle.